Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Houston Astros and the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays baseball is next. Marcus Stroman gets the ball for the Blue Jays in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Leading off
now in the box, Michael Brantley. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
A very fine afternoon for baseball. 67 degrees here at first pitch. And another foul ball. Sent on the ground out to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
I mean, you couldn't ask any more out of a leadoff hitter. You have two jobs, to get on base and to work the pitcher as much as you could. And he executed both those to a T.
Alex Bregman is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, Dero, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Drury fields it cleanly. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner moves into scoring position at second. Coming to the plate now, Yordan Alvarez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. No balls and a strike to count. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Stroman, also known as Stro Show at times. He's high in the air and deep to straightaway left. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 13 for him on the year. And the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly. Just like that, they take the lead.
So here's Yuli Gurriel. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Astros plate 2 on the 2-run home run. In now, Adalberto Mondesi. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman,
The pitch.
27.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Batting second, the third baseman.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Bregman fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting third.
George Springer the next to hit. Comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
To the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Reddick is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. One left for Toronto. They're down 2-0. Ready now, Carlos Correa. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Pitch on the way.
1-0.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Another try at 2-2. Hit out towards second. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, two-seamer, pitcher, sinker baller, what have you, you're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Miss middle.
Digging in, Josh Reddick. And he's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. That's lifted the other way out to left. Waiting on it is Hernandez. One down.
Batting 8, the center fielder.
So a runner at first with one out now. And in to hit next will be the outfielder Kyle Tucker. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And this will get all the way out toward the 375 sign now. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI two-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
No balls and one strike. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
In today's game, it's seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it. I'd love to see a little two-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force-feed something the other way.
The runner from second crosses the plate.
Yeah, it's starting to feel like a little deja vu for him right now. Last time out, he surrendered 6 runs. and he's given up 4 here already.
Michael Brantley will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. Maldonado is on his way home. He scores as they extend the lead to 5-zip. And maybe some miscommunication there as the throw zips right by him. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he lays off for ball 1.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Bregman, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Again, another foul ball. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Bregman isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. He'll score easily as the lead swells to 7-0. That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seen the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hand back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
Mondesi takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Up next to the Astros, the first baseman.
Stepping up to the plate, Yuli Gurriel hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. Sinkers in there, no balls and a strike. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Springer is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. But they manage to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Astros 8, the Jays nothing. So striding forward now, Bo Bichette hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Pair of hits in 5 trips to the plate in yesterday's game. From the belt, the pitch is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Back goes Reddick. Still ranging back. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
The right fielder, Grichuk.
Standing in, Rendell Grichuk, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, they got beat up on the homestand. Losing record in front of the home crowd, never good. But I always used to say sometimes it's good to get on the road. Remove yourself, get out to a restaurant, see a different city, shower it off, and try and fight in front of some hostile fans.
And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Brandon Drury will bat next. Past meetings against Lance McCullers. Just a couple of matchups. No hits in 2 at-bats. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Now the 0-1. And there's a line drive. Base hit to left field. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch again. First one, he was on it and fouled it off. Second one, he did not miss.
Into the box, Adalberto Mondesi. Swing and a liner. But this is a foul ball. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Sure took a healthy hack that time. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off. The next 0-2. Swing and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. Tucker is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. We've played 2. It's now 8-2. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Of their hits, 7 of them have come from at-bats where they were behind in the count. Now, hitting in pitchers' counts is pretty much never the recipe for success. But the fact that they've done such a great job of that today is pretty good proof that these guys are battling every trip to the plate.
Okay, thank you, Huddy.
For the Astros, the shortstop,
The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Looking up is the right fielder, and it's gone as they add still another.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup, so a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Josh Reddick is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Grounded weakly to the left. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a 3-ring circus.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. No one out with a runner at second. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Springer calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. Ready for another shot now. Michael Brantley. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a bouncing ball and a chance for Gurriel. It's short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. One more for the Astros, and bottom of the 3rd now, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Drilled right back up the middle. Altuve has it, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division. So 1 away in the Toronto 3rd, and that brings in George Springer. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep and gone up into the second deck. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. Number 21 for him on the season, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound, and they are just going to ambush tactics, and it seems to work for them.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. A run for the Jays on the solo homer. We played 3 full. It's the Astros 9, the Blue Jays 3. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up Alex Bregman.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman.
Striding in once again, Jose Altuve. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. Sent toward first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Yorgan Alvarez. Earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Well, they've been treating him like a punching bag out there. As we take a look at the line, you can see that he's given up double-digit hits, and things don't look like they're going to get any better. He might not last much longer.
Comes set and the 0-1. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
Down 0-2. Maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Astros leave 1, but they lead it by a. And up steps Salvador Perez. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
On the ground to the left side. He's got it. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Now batting, the left fielder.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Jays have elected.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And
the decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed.
Upon video review, the call of out at first base has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And that'll get over the wall for a ground rule double. And that'll keep runners at second and third now with still nobody out.
Hey, it's hard to say if he would have scored if the ball hadn't hopped over the wall. They might have held the runner at third because there were no outs, but who knows? Either way, they'll still wind up with a runner at second and third and still no outs after the ground rule double.
Rendell Grichuk will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Lined but speared on a hop, and a good throw gets him one gone, and not in time as the run scores. Now to the plate, Brendan Drury, a base hit in his first trip. From the stretch, turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. 4 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for the Blue Jays so far. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score.
Now batting,
ready once again, Adalberto Mondesi. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a hit. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
The batter,
And time will be called
the
here
third
as the
baseman,
pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. At the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. lifted into the air out towards center field. Tucker will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We played 4 full. It's the Astros 9, the Blue Jays 5. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and stepping in the long ball threat, Carlos Correa. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope, outside.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The batter. The right
Stepping
fielder,
in is Josh Reddick.
Josh
0 for 2 on his line thus far. Hit hard on the ground to second and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Nice piece of hitting right there. 2-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark, that's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. And this is a strike 3 called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away. So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And up next, the former Angel Martin Maldonado. 1-0 the count. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not tacking the strike zone anymore.
Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground to third. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
left fielder.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone, and Michael Brantley settles in to hit at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home on the ground up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
Now back. Third base.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And it's quickly 0-2. And there's a base hit on the line. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
I'm not sure what else the manager or pitching coach need to see, Matt. He obviously doesn't have his best stuff, and the longer he stays out there, the bigger the hole he digs.
Jose Altuve is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. So 1 run. on 3 hits. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. The bouncer to the left side. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Into the second deck and gone. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit high and deep to right center. On the run is Tucker. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. A run for the Jays on the solo homer. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the DH, Yordan Alvarez. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. A 2-0 count to the Astros DH.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Drury gloves it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3 as the lead holds. Bottom of the inning now, and striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. After it is Tucker. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. So striding in, Brendan Drury. He was a ground out victim last time up. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. The throw is wild, and he gets away. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. Digging in and looking for more, Adalberto Mondesi. He singled his last time up.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Blue Jays held in check as the lead holds at 10-6. Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder Josh Reddick.
Josh Reddick.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Mondesi scoops it up. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. Sam Gaviglio takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 43, Sam Gaviglio.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. Springer is right there, one down.
Now
digging in, Martin Maldonado. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
0-1.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Runners off for second. And there's a base hit on the line. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
The batter, the left fielder.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. And they're runners at the corners now. Drury has it. Step on the bag for one. But one's all they get as the run scores.
The third baseman, number 2.
Stepping into the box, Alex Bregman. A couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. Ranging back is Hernandez. And he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground there as the side is retired. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Astros on top, 11-6.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now as we'll get a look at the sidearmer, Joe Smith.
Joe Smith.
Last half of the 7th here, and set to go as the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Smith was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Now batting, center fielder, Joe.
So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th, and that brings in George Springer. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Altuve fields it cleanly, and he's going to beat the offline throw to first as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Lourdes Gurriel.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think that this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
Lifted in the air to center. Chasing after it is Tucker. He makes the running play. 2 down. Digging in once again, Bo Bichette. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Popped him up. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for Toronto. They're down 5. It's 11-6. Striding into the box, Jose Altuve. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
2-0 now. The pitch. Back up the middle. And into center field, a base hit. So early trouble here to start the 8th inning.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Yanked on the ground down the line. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Tight break with the slider there. Catches the inside for a strike.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking deeper.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Nobody out, runner on first. Hit hard on the ground to second. Mondesi brings it in. A tag for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
The first baseman, number 2.
So base is empty now after the double play. And here comes the first baseman, Yuli Gurriel. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Springer has a read on it. And that retires the side. Nothing doing there for Houston. And it's still an 11-6 ball game. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Salvador Perez. First pitch on its way. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, I know he's aware he can't tie the game with 1 swing of the bat, but maybe he's just trying to excite the boys and get one on the board.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Standing in now to Oscar Hernandez. Popped him up. Bregman is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, right field.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Hits this one hard the other way. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So the 2-out hit here keeps the inning alive for Brandon Drury.
The first baseman, number 3, Brandon Drury.
Into the box now, Brandon Drury. High and deep to right center. Chasing after it is Tucker. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays held in check. They're down 5. It's 11-6. So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a ball hit hard towards center, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Line drive to left. In there, a base hit.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Hernandez comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Digging in now, Martin Maldonado. Skied into straightaway right. Richard is there, 2 down. Here's Michael Brantley. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a slider to start him out, but that breaks down and in for ball 1.
This is where I think you find out a lot about a pitcher's moxie. No one warming up in the pen. He's in trouble right now. He knows it. Can he right the ship and stay composed?
And that's through for a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone. In now, Alex Bregman, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Looking at his career totals, Bregman begins play with a slugging percentage north of .520. 1 run scores, and the second run will score as well.
Wow, that's a baker's dozen. 13 runs right there, and they can't do anything wrong at the plate. I'm no expert, but I would have to bet that the manager would love to save some of those runs for the next game. Regardless, there's some happy men in that dugout.
Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. Brantley rounds the corner and is headed home. He comes across to score as they push their lead to 8 now.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense, and now they've posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Driven to right field and deep. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And the second run will score as well.
Man, he's been killing it all game long. Those 2 RBIs bring his total for the game to 5, so he's been at his best when it matters most. No doubt making a bid for player of the game.
But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. So this already sizable lead gets even larger as 5 more runs cross the plate. 1 more shot coming up will go to the bottom of the 9th. The Astros lead it 16-6. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi.
Second baseman, number 27.
First pitch on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air into shallow left center. Here comes Brantley. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Here's George
Now
Springer.
back,
He went
center
deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Hit high and deep to left field. Looking up is Brantley, and it's into the bullpen. A home run. George Springer puts 2 on the board with that home run. His second of the game, as it's now down to an 8-run ball game.
Now batting, the shortstop, Lourdes.
Stepping in now, Lourdes Gurriel, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. Reddick is there, and he has it for the out.
The batter, the
Blue Jays down to their final out now. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a line drive here is caught. And if that's not symptomatic of the way this one's gone, the ball game is over.
Wow, a 9-out save? That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
16-8 in this contest today. The Houston Astros jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Lance McCullers with his 4th win this season. Marcus Stroman was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. Joe Smith takes the rare 3-inning save, his 4th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours exactly. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.